relationship marketing. It's word of mouth. I tell you, you tell somebody. We tell people what the product is doing for us. Real, true testimony. My testimony. I suffered from fibroids. A lot of people would say, that's very personal. Why do you tell people? Well, because other people. I was in Russia, and I told people my story on fibroids. I had innumerable fibroids. Anybody knows that if you're over 40, you have fibroids, doctors say you have to have a hysterectomy. That's an extremely invasive surgery. But I've never been in the hospital. I didn't want to start then, so I didn't want the surgery. However, because it caused me to be extremely anemic, the fibroids was draining the blood. My blood count dropped so low that in Delaware they wanted to give me a blood transfusion. I didn't want to do that, so I decided I didn't like the doctor. I then went to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania hospital said you have to have it or you're going to die. I agreed to the surgery. I started consuming our beverage in June of 2006 when I was diagnosed. In October, I agreed to the surgery because I thought the product wasn't working. Does that make sense to everyone? A lot of us, when we take natural things, we still want instantaneous results. We're a microwave society. I take it today, I don't feel nothing, it's not working. I had the same mindset. Everybody with me? Say I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Well, that was in October. I agreed to the surgery. They couldn't do it. My blood was too low. In December, I went for my pre-operation MRI. I went from having innumerable fibroids to they couldn't find a single fibroid. Now, I'm not quite sure why y'all clap. I know why I would clap. Because it was my health. And if somebody said something to me and said, Valencia, I don't know if the product works, do you guys understand that doesn't impact what it did for me? And everybody in this room, if I had the time, and you guys will hear testimonials today, if I had the time, I wish everybody could share their testimonial of how powerful our product is, what it's doing for you. I'm not going to get into the details, but when I started consuming the beverage, the only thing I knew is someone said, Valencia, try it. They didn't give me any of the scientific information that made me go in that direction. Everybody okay? But do you think when you have that kind of information, you're armed a little bit differently when you go to your mom and say, listen, Mom, I know you have diabetes. They've proven scientifically that this product can help. Do you think that gives you a different feeling about it? So we're real excited, and we just talk one person to another. I tell you, you tell somebody, somebody else tells someone. I think that's real important. We have a variety of products. We're going to go through that. One of them is called Max. How many of you are excited about Max? The product that brought us to the dance was Tahitian noni juice. A lot of you, how many of you still like the original product? Those products, if you're not excited, it's just that you don't know what they can do for you. But those products are real. There's a variety, and the difference in them is the amount of bioactives. But those products are real. You consume anywhere from 2 to 4 ounces a day, and it impacts your health. I'm going to share something with you guys, and I know you can't see it, but all of our products are based on true science. They're not in some little petri dish that we have no clinical trials on. They're all sourced naturally, which means, all of us would rather have real stuff than synthetic things. And that chart that you can't see, it just has a list of all the things that it has been proven to help. From allergies to asthma to arthritis to depression, high blood pressure to skin and hair. It goes all the way down to sexual enhancement. Now, the reason I talk about sexual enhancement, I did not know this, but I found out that Viagra is the #1 prescribed drug in America. So they say, and it all depends on which station you watch. I have a gentleman sitting here who was the anchor of the Channel 5 Fox News here in New York for 30 years. So I'm being very careful because he said if I say the wrong thing, he's going to report it on the news. So, yesterday I was listening to the news, and they said that each Viagra pill was $14. Now, I know nobody's going to admit to knowing this, but anyway,